Well, good evening, guys. Welcome back. Friday evening. We're trying something that we haven't actually tried in the van before. Should be easy. The other night, we discovered Smash. Well, actually, rediscovered. Haven't had this since it was a poor student, and now I'm a poor bum. And actually, it wasn't too bad.
Co-op zone.
Co-op zone Smash. So, we thought we'd try some bangers and mash with onion gravy. And it's also a very special weekend.
It's going to be a weekend when he's going to try not to annoy me.
It's
so
my
funny.
birthday. And so
Not until Monday.
that's the whole concept of a birthday weekend. Honestly, we're still not intensified. But actually, upgrade on the migraine.
Yeah, I'm feeling a bit better, but I'm still quite irritable.
Yeah, that's got nothing to do with the migraine. That's just Nicola. So we are in Drumbeg, and beautiful park up spot. Now in this area there's one spot that actually is the flattest, so we're actually at a little bit of a slope, but what we're cooking tonight shouldn't be a problem. I'll take you out in a bit and show you the islands. It's pretty nice, but for now, back to making sausage and smash. Sausage smash. Smashy sausage. Rage monkey!
I said some things I wasn't clear. No, it hurts you, but I still care.
Bangers and
No,
smash.
I miss you laying near. Did you?
Morning, guys. So Sunday, and it's been
Raining too much.
what she said. So we got into Drumbeg, and lovely little sort of park up place, access to a loo. And yesterday, Saturday, it just poured it down. Our plan was to head to a campsite. Oh, what's that? Great skewer. Yep, great skewer. Or is it just a gull? Maybe just a juvenile gull. Juvenile great blackback. Yeah, so yesterday was just pretty much a complete washout. We did get some nice conditions at the tail end of the day. I'll put a picture up where we had parked up. But we just thought, you know what, let's just stay here for a second evening rather than spending it at a campsite. So we're actually heading up to a campsite now, Scurry. And we're undecided whether to stay 1 or 2 nights. Again, all weather dependent.
And it's raining again. Nice view though.
No, I was going to say that. Nice views. So our plan for this week coming in is we need to be in Inverness on Wednesday to go see VW. And then we need to be in Fort William on Friday to visit friends. So, and it does look like tomorrow is going to be a complete...
Rainy. Can you tell I'm getting a bit fed up with the rain?
a complete washout. So we're not sure whether we're going to have the 2 nights in the campsite and just literally chill out, or we're going to head a bit further east towards Inverness sooner, because the weather does actually look to be a little bit better on the eastern side. But as always, we shall play it by ear.
I'm hoping it's not a repeat of last September, where it was pretty much 6 weeks of continuous rain. I don't do well in rain.
Me too. Right, we have just had second coffee, so we are now going to...
What are you going to say there?
Definitely not, even though it is my birthday tomorrow, definitely not that. I'm going to head up to the campsite and then, as I say, make a plan from there. There is a pub on the campsite.
Yeah,
though.
that was one of the attractions actually. I'm feeling in need of maybe a gin or wine or lager or all three.
All three. Right, enough rambling. Let's go and find some drier conditions.
Yeah, good luck with that.
See you later. Well, good afternoon. And the weather has, as you can see, taken up. Still Sunday. And we're now on Scurry campsite. Really nice.
It's a scary campsite then.
Yes, we're on the Scurry campsite. And of course, when we do get ourselves on the campsite, we've actually been working out. We've been on the road now for 2 months, and we have had 6 days on a campsite so far. So not bad. And 3 of those actually were consecutive. up at the Broca Bursay after we had done the 10k and the Keeley and everything. So actually, really only 4 campsites in 6 weeks. Not bad. And of course, when we're on a campsite, as well as scrubbing ourselves down, it's van cleaning duties as well. So she's had me slaving over a hot sink, and now
I'm doing the rest, basically.
didn't really need done, to be honest, but hey, I quite like the flavour of 4-day-old coffee in cups. So
We were actually eating apple pie that was sausage flavoured.
oh, you saw that?
Yeah.
Again, I quite like the taste of it. So really nice campsite, Scarry. It's £9 per adult, and then if you want electric, it's an extra £4. So actually 18 quid. And they have a little bar on site. So given the fact it's someone's birthday tomorrow,
Really? Wouldn't have known.
and they have Orkney Gold in there. Ooh. I think we're going to go and have a little bit of a treat evening.
One thing though, if you do come here, even though it says they take cards on their website, they don't. So you have to pay in cash for the campsite.
And there's apparently a cash point up in the shop.
Really?
Don't rely on it. We went in and the cash point was actually in bits. I could actually see inside it. There was no money inside it, but I could see inside it. So be aware, card only. The bar does
Cash
take
only.
cash.
Oh. Well, if you got it right first time, I wouldn't actually need to correct.
I'm off to the pub. Good morning. So we are just about to leave the campsite, and just a little shout out to the campsite. This is in Scarry. £9 a head, as I think we said. So that's £9 including the campervan, obviously, and then I think it's £4 for electricity. We didn't take that, but actually the showers are really good, the facilities are really good, and the laundry, I think it was.
I did 3 washes, 3 tumble dries for £9, and then I just put a few extra bits in for an extra 40p to dry.
Yeah. So
amazing.
really worth it. So actually, yeah, it's a beautiful outlook as well. I mean, obviously it's a really pretty crappy day today, so we're going to head down now towards, obviously we have the appointment with VW on Wednesday, so we're going to start heading down towards Inverness. I think today's a bit of a washout, and then on Tuesday, hopefully a bit of dry conditions, maybe do a little bit of woodland bimbling, but we'll catch up from the road.
Even Guinea got her bed washed,
She
so
did.
she's had a treat as well.
She did.
But she's not looking very happy at the moment. I'm not quite sure why. I think she tried to jump onto the hob and Nigel told her off.
Can't have cats jumping on hobs. Right, onward. Honestly, I've got no idea the last time we recorded, so I'm not sure whether it was yesterday or the day before or whatever. But anyway, very quickly, in Inverness, we've been into VW. We now have the van fixed and a little bit of a health check as well. Things looking good. So Nicola's got quite a lot of work to do today, so we're just hanging out in a bit of a retail park before starting to make our way down towards Fort William. People want to be back out in nature. Anyway, we're also quite close to a Pets at Home, which means we'll finally be able to fill up again with Guinness's Melting Heart cat food. I hope they have about 100 cans of it. We're going to need it. Maybe 200 cans. Yes, folks, 5 weeks later. So you last found us in a car park in Inverness, having just had the van fixed by VW. Nicola was in working in a cafe, and we were talking about getting Guinness some food. We kind of had a few things going on in the background that we didn't mention on the vlog, that we knew were going to kind of potentially change our plans somewhat, and that's kind of what happened.
So we were going to Fort William to meet friends for the weekend anyway, and we'll talk about that in a second. But beforehand, there was a health issue that was going on with me, and it ended up that I had to go and see a doctor in Fort William, which resulted in us having to go back to Ireland to hospital. Thankfully, all good, so no need to worry. But when we got back, even after we found out all was okay with me, Nigel's mum and dad both got taken into hospital.
Within, I'll put a little picture up here. Mum had got taken in on the Monday.
Yeah.
She'd been ill for a week and a half, 2 weeks, not paying attention, just telling her that she was ill. She should have gone to the doctor. Ended up being kind of pneumonia, but definitely fluid on the lungs,
Yeah.
which started to cause a little bit of heart failure, so quite worrying. And then on the
next
Tuesday,
day, yeah.
my dad got taken into casualty. Again, with potentially suspected heart attack. Thankfully, all of his tests came back clear. But for a short period of time, they were both in the A&E department at the Ulster Hospital.
Yeah, so we stayed with Nigel's dad because I'm not sure if we've mentioned, but he's paralysed and has to have carers and a nurse every day. So we were able to help out there and also get him up the hospital and everything.
Yep.
And then we waited until Nigel's mum had come out and we could see she was on the mend before we came back on our travels.
Cool. So obviously now, fast forward, 4 weeks ago when we came back, we actually came back across Monday, so this is Sunday, so we came back Monday just gone there. And our plan was still to get back on to the Outer Hebrides. If you remember, our plan was to get on the Outer Hebrides during sort of September, and then back into Torridon and places like that for autumn. Well, obviously now, fast forward 5 weeks, and we've had to kind of change our plan somewhat. So we got the ferry across. Unfortunately, there's a big storm blowing through at the beginning of the week, so we couldn't get the Castle Bay ferry Tuesday and Wednesday because of the weather. But actually, having said that, let's go back. What we did, we didn't record any of this here, but what we did was,
Well, basically, when we were in Fort William, because we had
hang
to
on, get my coffee.
because we had to stay to see a doctor, we decided to climb Ben Nevis just completely out of the blue. And we did it. We did it in just over 5 hours, so it was quite a quick up and down. And it was freezing at the top, and apart from about the last 50 metres, beautiful views. Got to the top, completely clouded
Sucked
in.
But really good to do.
And then while we were there, we were lucky enough to watch the run up Ben Nevis, which is incredible. Winner has won Finlay. Can't remember his surname.
I'll put a picture up of him.
Yeah. Last 10 years, and he does it in about an hour and a half. And we
Machine.
took, remember, over 5 hours, and that was quite quick.
Absolute machine. So,
And we also got to watch the Glencoe Marathon and half marathon, which was great.
which
We're thinking of doing next year.
half full?
Yeah. And then we went to Mull for a few days,
You did.
and we did some otter and eagle watching, and we climbed Ben Moor,
We did climb Benmore.
which was stunning.
Yeah,
really
beautiful.
stunning.
So a couple of Munros in there, and someone, having tried to get her to do this for the last couple of years, has discovered.
I like climbing mountains.
Cool.
But the reason, what we wanted to just say is, the reason we didn't record any of this was because with everything that was going on, we were quite upset with lots of things, and we just weren't in a good place, and we just needed that time out just for ourselves to get back on track. So sorry about that, but we just really needed to take some time out.
And we've always said we want to make these vlogs as real life as possible, but at the same time, there's no point in us recording 10 minutes of us talking into a camera going, well, this is pretty crap. So we just decided to kind of take a break. And truth be told, we weren't even sure whether we were going to start vlogging again, because while we like doing it, I also, one of the reasons why we're away is from a mental health perspective.
And on that note, very quickly, just before all this happened, it was really helping, because I know I said I'd give updates on how things are going with that. I was just starting to feel a bit more normal and not waking up in a panic and having like panic attacks during the day. And unfortunately, this really, really knocked us back.
So
me particularly, and even you a bit, didn't it?
So we're not sure how often we will. I know we were doing 2 vlogs a week. We might get back to that. It might just be 1 a week. It might be a bit more random. But we kind of want to keep vlogging. And the main reason why we want to keep vlogging is from a memory point of view. Just having those memories. I was looking back through some of our old vlogs and even some of our little iPhone memories and stuff, and it's something fantastic to have. So that's one of the reasons why we've decided to kind of carry on vlogging.
But on a good note, the fact we weren't vlogging means you didn't get to see my 2 falls on Ben Nevis and my 1 fall on Ben Moor.
Exactly. And also the fact that she was sick on the boat on the way over.
Oh yeah, it was rough.
A bit rough. So that's really the update. We are on Westray at the moment, which is the little island connected to by a causeway to Barra. We've been on here a couple of days. We climbed the highest point on Barra.
Hevel,
So it's under
something like
2,000 foot. Quite a gnarly climb up actually.
Because Nigel took us the wrong way,
And
so
not-
it was
not having any of that.
and he scrambled towards the top.
And now we're just going to take a dander. One of the fantastic things down here in Westray, they've got a bit like Harris, they've got a couple of little park up areas. Throw it in a donation, £5 a night, and you can have access to the little toilet shower block, which are coin operated. But
Pound for 3 minutes, and you can put as many pounds in as you want, so you can keep going.
Cool. So now we're just going to take a little dander down to one of the bays. But we just thought we'd give you a little bit of an update. We'll stop this now because even though I said we needed to be 2 or 3 minutes, we're rambling. So,
But we just wanted to again reiterate this is what happens on the road. For everyone that goes, you're living the dream. Real life definitely gets in the way.
still happens. But we're back on the road. We're still planning on being on the road until close to Christmas. Obviously now we just got to fit little bits and pieces in. Unfortunately, what has had the slide is, for me, autumn colours. It might still be on the go, but we thought it's better to probably be across here on the islands during November or during sort of October, rather than leave it too late and perhaps have just crazy weather during November.
But you can see the weather today is stunning.
So on that note, we will see you in next week's vlog. We're off to go for a bit of a dilly dander, and then we're going to go for a little bit of a drive around Barra. It's only 13 miles around. We also spotted or watched the little plane land on the beach and take off again.
Cool.
That was good fun. It's a shame that it goes all the way to Glasgow and back. Otherwise, we'd do it. So, right, enough rambling. Let's go walking. See you later, guys. Bye bye.